Everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at Li Auto. Li Auto shares have risen by a lot. It's currently at $40, I believe, after the market is closed. This is following an extremely good result from Q4 last year, 2023. Now, the net income was $810 million for the fourth quarter, an increase of 2,000%, over 2,000% in fact, in the same quarter as last year. Earnings per ADS were 0.75 cents. This is compared to last year, of course. It's been a huge difference, to be honest. It's been a huge difference, a scary difference. Now, revenues were 5.88 billion US dollars, up 136.4%. This is from the previous year. The consensus estimate was 5.48 billion. Last Friday at market close, Li was just under $35 per share. Currently, the stock price sits at $41.34. That's absolutely incredible. I only bought one share. I couldn't buy any shares in my ISA account, unfortunately, but that's just me. But nevertheless, I'm up 50% based on that small investment. I saw an opportunity to buy the shares extremely undervalued, so I bought. And I bought as cheap as possible, if I'm being completely honest. Now, I'm not particularly worried. At first, I was a little bit worried. I was like, whoa, I should have bought more shares. But then I was like, actually, I'm not too worried because I'm always thinking long term. In the last 12 months, Li is up over 77%. But if we take a look a little bit further out, you can actually see since 2020, around July, the company has been fairly volatile. However, you got to agree, the numbers are looking incredibly great at the moment. It's kind of unbelievable if I'm being completely honest. But just the sheer fact that this company has been so unpredictable and volatile, that certainly gives me a bit of peace of mind, knowing that there will be further opportunities to buy in the future. Honestly, even at this price, it's still worth buying because I would say this is still an extremely undervalued company. But then again, that's just my opinion. It's not financial advice, okay? But this is one of the most undervalued EV companies. There's a lot of undervalued EV companies out there, but I felt the need to have at least one of these shares. And literally, I bought it a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It seems like I bought it at the right time. So, but I was watching this company for the last couple of years, so I was well aware that the price that I bought at was incredibly cheap. And I remember last year I wanted to buy and I was like 46. I mean, I could wait it out because I was like, it is going to fall. The market is volatile, and it did. So I believe I can time it again. And perhaps the next time I buy, I won't just be buying one more share. Now, here's the interesting part, the key takeaways. For one, Li Auto beat fourth quarter earning estimates, and it records its first annual profit. The Chinese car maker predicts current quarter deliveries to be nearly doubled what they were a year ago. And it gets even more interesting. And the forecast estimate was 40.2 billion wons. And by the way, that's more than doubled from the same period last year. Li 11.8 billion won. Net income for 2023 was well above expectation of 8.9 billion wons. The CEO, Xiang Li, said that Li Auto was undetermined by the fiercely competitive EV market in 2023, and it was competitive. Li competes in the Chinese market with companies such as Tesla, well-known EV brands like NIO, BYD, and XPeng. These are strong competitors in the Chinese market. The CEO said, and I quote, significant increased scales, continued research and development advancement, and consistently improving operational efficiencies, and they're laying solid foundation for the firm's growth this year. So we're looking forward in 2024. They're looking forward in 2025. The company projected current quarterly deliveries to range between 100,000 to 103,000 EVs. This is representing an increase by 90.2% to 95.9% from the first quarter of 2023. This is remarkable. I don't know if other people are paying attention to this company, but it's certainly something I should probably make more videos on. Because if I don't, other people are going to make videos on it. And listen, I've been watching this company for a very long time. I'd say one of the downsides about this company is that I don't see much immediate advancement into developing these EVs to bring them to the European market and the USA market. I mean, you can bring them to the market right now. I wish they would, but they need the infrastructure. Will they install charging stations? You can see brands like NIO that are focusing heavily on introducing their brands to the European market, and this will pay off for NIO significantly in the next 10 years, even closer than that, even 5 to 10 years. You can expect this to pay off really well for NIO. I'm already seeing some of the NIO vehicles. I've seen videos of the NIO vehicles just driving around places like the Netherlands, and it's remarkable. I've seen videos of the NIO vehicles being driven around places like Amsterdam, and it looks incredible, seriously. I've actually been inside of a NIO ET5, and it's by far one of my most favorite cars to experience interior-wise. Just the material that was used in that vehicle, I really like that stuff. I'm not going to lie. It was really enjoyable. Now, to see Li Auto outperforming companies such as XPeng, such as NIO in their own market, these are their market, the Chinese market, it's extremely impressive for the Li Auto company. And you can see the significant valuation difference between Li Auto and NIO. One of the incredible things about this company is that it has extremely low debt. This company runs on extremely low debt, but it somehow has a lot of cash on hand. So I don't see why they're waiting to establish themselves in the European continent and in the USA as well. I don't see what's the holdup. By the way, the earnings before interest tax has significantly increased in 2023. The free cash flow has also increased in the same time. Not to mention 2022 was quite the difficult year for them in terms of free cash flow and the earnings before interest tax, but they've increased massively on that. Now, to final this out, looking at the company's revenue on their website themselves, the full year total revenue reached $17.44 billion US. The full year deliveries were 376,000 vehicles. And it looks like the fourth quarterly earnings were $5.88 billion US. And the quarterly deliveries, 131,805 vehicles. That's absolutely incredible, just for Q4, by the way. Now, these are the data that I'm getting from Li Auto themselves. The data that I've looked at on Qualtrim are quite a bit different, because I'm looking at data that are saying that they had over 34.68 billion in revenue in the third quarter last year. So I'm not too sure where this data is coming from on Qualtrim. I'm going to have to check with the owner of Qualtrim, because I'd hate to be misled on these numbers, and I'd hate to be misleading other people who are watching these videos about these numbers. But I wonder, these numbers, are they in dollars or are they in a different currency? Could they instead be in the RMB currency? Now, to be honest, if that was the currency, that would make a lot more sense if NIO made 41.7 billion in wons, in Chinese wons, in Q4 last year. Why would it make a lot more sense? Because in Q3, they made 34.6 billion. So if that's in wons, that would make a lot more sense. But here's a problem. Qualtrim didn't describe this as in won, because that is a dollar sign. And that's commonly known to be the US dollar or Canadian dollar. Plus, this is a NASDAQ stock, so I'd automatically just assume it's American dollars. I don't think it is. I think that's Chinese yuan. Nothing wrong with that, but it's extremely misleading. So I want to talk to the developers and get them to change this, because I use this website so much. It's very useful. It shouldn't be this misleading. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is an incredible company, still an incredible company, making an incredible amount of money. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.